So how does CPU works? CPU is the hardware components that execute the steps in a software program, performing math and moving data from one part of the system to another. The CPU contains the circuitry to perform a variety of simple tasks called instruction. CPU speed or clock driven is measured in millions of instructions per second. The CPU components consist of arithmetic logic unit and control unit. Arithmetic logic unit is a digital circuit inside the processor that handles all arithmetic and logical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplications, greater than, and equal by loading data from input registers. Control unit contains circuitry that uses electrical signals to direct the entire computer system to carry out, execute, or store program instructions. The control unit extracts instruction from memory and decodes and execute them. The control unit acts as an intermediary that decodes the instructions sent to the processor, tells the other unit, such as the arithmetic logic unit, what to do by providing control signals, and then sends back the processed data back to memory. After the control unit provides the arithmetic logic unit with the instructions on the operations that must be performed, the arithmetic logic unit completes them by connecting multiple transistors and then stores the result in an output register. The control unit will then move this data to memory. Let us examine the way the central processing unit, in association with memory, execute a computer program. Before an instruction can be executed, program instructions and data must be placed into memory from an input device or a secondary storage device. Once the necessary data and instruction are in memory, the central processing unit performs the following 4 steps for each instruction. The control unit fetch or get the instruction from the memory, and then the control unit decodes the instruction or decide what it means and directs that necessary data be moved from memory to the arithmetic logic unit. The arithmetic logic unit execute the arithmetic or logical instruction. That is, the arithmetic logic unit is given control and performs the actual operations on the data. The arithmetic logic unit stores the result of this operation in memory or in a register. So the control unit eventually directs memory to release the result to an output device. So this is called a machine cycle. So the 4 steps of the machine cycles are fetch, which is retrieve an instruction from memory. Decode, which is translate the retrieve instruction into a series of computer's command. Execute, which is execute the computer commands. And finally, step 4 is store, which is to send and write the results back in memory. So you can take a look at the machine cycle over here. Step 1 is to fetch instruction from the main memory. So the control unit then decode the instruction into commands, and then the third step is the arithmetic logic unit execute the computer commands, and final step is the arithmetic logic unit send and write the result back into the memory. A storage device or digital storage or storage media, or also known as storage medium, or mostly are called as a memory, is a computer hardware used primarily for recording or storing data or information or files or objects. This device can hold and store information both temporarily and permanently. They may be internal or external to a computer, server, or computing device. There are two types of storage devices or memory used with computers: primary storage device and secondary storage device. Primary storage, also known as main memory or internal memory, temporarily stores data and program instructions during processing. It is called volatile storage because the data stored are lost when the computer is off. An example of primary storage is random access memory and cache memory. Secondary storage or external memory store data and programs when they are not being used in processing. Secondary storage can be removable, internal, or external. These memory are non-volatile storage because the storage is able to hold safe data even if there is no power. Example of the secondary storage are like hard disk, floppy disk, compact disk, digital versatile disk or digital video disk, tape drive, ROM or read-only memory, and flash memory or USB flash drive. Today, there are three types of media used to store computer data permanently: magnetic storage, optical storage, and solid state storage. Magnetic storage is one of the most common types of storage used with computers. So magnetic storage is a way of storing data that uses magnets to store binary data. It uses patterns of positive and negative magnetization to store data using read-write heads, which can view and change the magnetization. This technology is found mostly on extremely large hard disk drive. For example of magnetic storage device include floppy diskette and tape cassette as well. Another common type of storage is optical storage, which uses lasers and lights as its methods of reading or retrieving and writing or storing data to optical media. Example of optical storage media include Blu-ray disc, compact disc read-only memory, digital versatile disc or DVD. Solid state storage or flash memory has replaced most magnetic and optical media as it becomes cheaper because it is the more efficient and reliable solution. It is a type of non-volatile computer storage that stores and retrieves digital information using only electronic circuits without any involvement of moving mechanical parts. Example of solid-state storage device are like USB or Universal Serial Bus, flash drive or thumb drive, SD card, SD stand for secure digital, and SSD, which is stand for solid state drive. So how does memory works? Memory is just a chip. It is an electrical signals that reads the information stored in random access memory. It works at the speed of electricity, which is the speed of light. The CPU accesses the memory according to a distinct hierarchy. Whether it comes from permanent storage, for example, the hard drive, or from the input device, for example, like the keyboard, most data goes in random access memory first. The CPU then stores pieces of data it will need to access, often in a cache, and maintains certain special instructions in the register. All of the components in our computer, such as the CPU, the hard drive, the operating system, it work together as a team, and memory is one of the most essential parts of this team. From the moment we turn the computer on until the time we shut it down, our CPU is constantly using the memory. When users turn on the computer loads data from read-only memory and performs a power on-self test to make sure all the major components are functioning properly. As part of this test, the memory controller checks all of the memory addresses with a quick read-write operations to ensure that there are no errors in the memory chips. Then, the computer loads the basic input-output system or BIOS from the read-only memory. So the BIOS provide the most basic information about storage devices, boot sequence, security, plug and play, which is auto device recognition capability, and few other items. The executing instructions help the system start up and tell it how to load the operating system. Copy it from hard disk into the random access memory. Generally, the critical parts of the operating system are maintained in random access memory as long as the computer is on. So this allows the CPU to have immediate access to the operating system, which enhances the performance and functionality of the overall system. So when we open an application, it is loaded into random access memory. And after an application is loaded, any files that are open for use in that applications are loaded into random access memory. When we save a file and close the application, the file is returned to the specified storage device, and then it and the applications are deleted from the random access memory. So every time something is loaded or opened, it is placed into random access memory. So this simply means that it has been put in the computer's memory storage area so that the CPU can access that information more easily. So the CPU requires the data it needs from random access memory, process it, and writes new data back to random access memory in a continuous cycle. That is how the memory works. Hard disk drive, or just hard disk or hard drive or fixed disk, is a data storage device that stores and retrieves digital data using magnetic storage. Hard disk drive are types of non-volatile storage retaining stored data even when powered off. It saves files by altering the magnetic charges of the disk surface to represent ones and zeros. It retrieves data and programs by reading the charges from the magnetic disk and stores and organizes files using tracks, sectors, and cylinders. There are two basic types of hard disks. Internal hard disk, or known as fixed disk, that is located inside the system unit, and external hard disk or hard drive that typically connect to a USB or a FireWire port on the system unit, which are easily removed and effectively provide an unlimited amount of storage. External hard drive use the same basic technology as internal hard disk and are used primarily to complement an internal hard disk. Optical disk or optical media or optical storage is any media read using a laser assembly. Optical disk is a flat, circular disk that encodes binary data or bits in the form of binary value on a special material on one of its flat surfaces. The most common types of optical media are compact discs and digital versatile disc (DVD) and a Blu-ray disc. Computers can read and write to CDs, DVDs using a CD writer or DVD writer drive. Blu-ray discs can be read only with a Blu-ray drive, and the three main types of optical discs are compact discs, digital versatile disc (DVD), and Blu-ray discs. A compact disc can store up to 700 megabytes of data on one side of a CD. And there are three basic types of CD: read-only, or known as CD-ROM, which cannot be written or erased by the user. Second type of CD is write-once, or CDR, CD recordable, which can be written only once. And the third type of CD is a rewritable, or CDRW, which can be written too many times. For digital versatile disc or digital video disc (DVD), it can store up to 4.7 gigabytes on one side of DVD disc. So the capacity of DVD is 17 times that of a CD. And there are three basic types of DVD: read-only or DVD-ROM, which cannot be written or erased by the user; write-once DVD, or DVD plus R or DVD minus R, which can be written only once; and rewritable DVD, for example, like DVD plus RW, DVD minus RW, DVD-RAM, which can be written too many times. Blu-ray disc is a digital data storage format for optical discs. It is capable of storing high definition and ultra high definition video resolution. For Blu-ray disc, it can store up 25 GB per layer or 50 GB with dual layer disc or 100 GB on triple layer disc and 128 GB on quadruple layers. A USB flash drive, also known as memory sticks or USB sticks or flash drive or thumb drive or sometimes known as a pen drive, is a plug and play portable storage device that uses flash memory to store and retrieve information from a computer. The devices are essentially small hard drive, although they have no moving parts or processing power and are used exclusively for storage. This flash drive uses USB technology from data transfer. So when this device is inserted into a USB port on a personal computer, the computer's operating system move or transfer files onto or off the drive for storage. They can have capacities ranging from 8 MB to 4 TB. Their convenient size and large capacities make USB devices very popular for transporting data and information between computers, specialty devices, and the internet.